Welcome back. I'm today's guest host, Howie Mandel, here with Terry Crews and my daughter, Jacqueline Schultz. Pretty much all in the family this hour. Now, if you ever wished you knew more about your family's history, our next guest can help. She's an author from Louisiana who captures memories and turns them into actual written books. She's with our season-long partner, Pilot Pen, makers of G2, the go-to pen of Kelly Clarkson Show, calls Unstoppable. That's because she's writing history. We have Olivia dialed in.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's the least I could do. Anyway, you're a biographer. I find this fascinating because everybody loves reading biographies, but what would be more important than reading a biography of somebody you care about, you love, you know, you want to know more about? So explain how it works.
Sure. So I write life story books for everyday people, for grandparents. I write books for people usually 65 and older. They're in their 70s, their 80s, or even their 90s. And sometimes they call me up to commission me to write this life story book for their family. And other times it's their adult child or their grandchild commissioning me so that the whole family can enjoy their loved one's story forever. The way I do this is based off of verbal interviews. I ask guided questions, starting with their earliest memories. We go through their teen years, their love stories, a whole lifetime of memories.
Wow.
And I've personally written over 40 of these life story books.
Wow, and what inspired you to do this? Oh, give her a hand.
Yes.
40
Yes.
biographies. How did you get inspired? What started you?
My grandmothers inspired me to do this. I grew up in South Louisiana, where they are from and where we all live. And I grew up close to them. I am still so close to them. And I was so surprised to learn that I didn't know them quite as well as I thought until I worked on these life story books. So I learned so much from interviewing my grandmothers. And after seeing what those books meant to my own family, I knew I wanted to do this for others.
I have a grandmother who my grandmother used to steal yo-yos from the neighbors and give them to us. I wish we had a place to write that down. Terry, do you have any relatives that you think would be interesting?
Oh, absolutely. I have a 95-year-old grandmother.
I met her at your star on the Walk of Fame.
At the Walk of Fame, you met her.
That's an amazing story.
It's an amazing story. I would love to get in contact with you because she told me, I was writing my book, and she told me so many stories that I didn't know about my family.
She's lived through so much.
I mean, and this is something you can pass down to your kids and their kids. It's something that can go on forever.
These aren't short books, right? These aren't pamphlets.
No, these are full-length life story books. So here's one of my grandmother's book. This one has 100 pages in it, for example. And here's one for a World War II veteran and lifelong educator. And this one is closer to 200 pages. So everyone is so different. They are based off of verbal interviews. And after about 12 or 15 hours in small increments of talking with someone either remotely or in the comfort of their home, I write for 6 to 12 weeks usually. And then I help them pick their most cherished photos. One of my favorite things to do is to have them use a pen and handwrite chapter 1, chapter 2, and sign off their books in the end.
I got a question. Do you ever have a spouse that said, no, that didn't happen? You know what I mean? Like, I can see my wife being like, no, that's not how it went at all.
I'm not lying. It's in a book.
Well, actually, not too much, because I work usually one-on-one with the subject, and it's their book, it's their story, they tell it. So that hasn't come up.
Well, I'm going to call you. I don't want to do a whole book because I don't have attention span, but I'd love a pamphlet for the kids of me. Anyways, thank you so much, Olivia.